So hydration. We've talked a little bit about on this podcast a couple times about how important hydration is. In fact, I just had let's let you tell us why is hydration important? What's going on there?
So every system of the body depends on proper hydration. I'll just go over a couple. One of the big things is if you are not properly hydrated, you will tend to run a little bit higher blood pressure, and that's because the vascular system starts to selectively close blood vessels down. This raises your blood pressure, so you need to stay properly hydrated for that.
Is that a survival mechanism?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much because just the blood is getting thick and sludgy, and so it has to do its thing to kind of keep things moving along. And the same with detoxification. If you are not consuming enough water, the bile is where the toxins are removed from the body. So the bile takes the toxins out of your body through the feces and the urine. If you're not staying hydrated, the bile can become thick and sludgy, and so therefore you'll have trouble detoxifying. Let's see, another thing is that your cells won't be able to absorb the nutrients because our cells need to be nice and plump and hydrated. And so being properly hydrated, those nutrients can be carried in and out of the cells properly. If you are dehydrated, you may experience headaches, joint pain, fatigue, irritability, more severe cases of dehydrated, migraines, colitis, back pain. And it doesn't take much for these things to happen. A drop in just 2% of your body fluids can result in some of these symptoms. And if
2%. That's one hot day without getting water for a period of time.
Yeah. How many people go around and they're suffering from headaches or they're suffering from fatigue or fibromyalgia, and they don't even consider hydration and
they pop a Tylenol instead.
Yeah, or they go to their doctor for the fibromyalgia, and what does the doctor do? Prescribes the medication. Well, the doctor should be asking, well, how much water are you drinking? And when I say water, I don't mean carbonated. Well, I'm going to step on some toes here, but even the carbonated water can be bad.
Even LaCroix? That's healthy?
These drinks, because of the processes that they have to go through to become carbonated, they have something in them called phosphoric acid.
Whoa, not my Pellegrino.
Yes, yeah, sorry. So, I mean, I'm not saying that you can't have these things at all, but make regular water your main source of drinks. So, because the phosphoric acid in these carbonated drinks can interfere with stomach acid production, and they can interfere with your body's ability to absorb and use calcium. And so
most people take in diuretics. I mean, most people, I start the day off with a pot of coffee. And you talk about, carbonated drinks, even diet drinks are big in the keto community. What is the danger to taking these diuretics in? I mean, how much water do you have to take in to balance out, say, a cup of coffee?
Yeah, so this is what I like to tell my clients. If they have 8 ounces of a diuretic drink, which includes coffee, sodas, alcohol, some teas like peppermint tea, they can be diuretics. If they drink 8 ounces, they probably need to drink 8 to 12 ounces to replenish 8 to 12 ounces of regular water to replenish the water that these diuretics take out of them. I mean, you notice if you drink a diet soda, you have to go pee a lot. That's what it's doing. It's a diuretic. So it takes as much out of you as you're drinking in a lot of times.
Yeah, I think it's so important. So we had a gentleman on here a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, I guess. It was talking about how important hydration was to losing weight. He said, what most people don't realize is that process that the body goes through of going into a fat cell, breaking down a triglyceride into its component, fatty acids, it requires water to do that, to snap those bonds. You get the water back at the end of the process, but if the water isn't there, the body will try to find other ways to get energy. And so people struggle with weight loss a lot. Sometimes it's just a lack of hydration.
Body has to call an Uber.
Yeah. And you're constantly losing water. This is the thing. Even when you're sleeping, the when you exhale, you're losing water out of your body.
I'm so thirsty when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I guzzle something just about like that. I don't guzzle it, but
Right.
I get it all in about an hour, kind of
Yeah.
this
Absolutely.
water, and it's that's what you have to do.
Yeah, and the important thing is to remember, I tell my clients don't guzzle their water because that will create an electrolyte imbalance. Your body will dump it along with the fluids. They'll start dumping electrolytes and you'll develop an electrolyte imbalance.
Oh,
So sip your water
cramps.
throughout the day, but don't exceed 1 gallon of water. This is what I like to tell my clients too. Even if they have the diuretics, don't exceed 1 gallon of water in the day because you will cause an electrolyte imbalance.
So we've heard about these idiots that do these radio contests of drinking the most water. It's not that they're getting toxicity from drinking the water. It's that they've depleted their electrolytes, that their body responds negatively.
Yep. That's it.